Hello and welcome to MQW Driving School, another video. This video is about Horsforth test route on 22nd of October 2020. This is a real test. The driving test starts outside the test center with a 30 miles speed. The examiner asks the student to do the window up and down as a tell me question, and they give them sat-nav driving. They set the sat-nav driving outside the test center. And on the sat-nav driving, they ask them to move when you're ready and take the second road on the right. The reference is a fish shop. So when you get the fish shop, you need to do the right hand side mirror checks and signal and final quick right glance, and then if no one, then you take a right. Okay, so it's going to be second right, but it all depends where you park. If you park a little bit further, call second right. If you park on this side on the left, that will be the first right. So this is your first right turn. Now the street you're going to enter is 20 miles. See floor, say 20 miles on the floor. Now some test route start on the opposite side where you park the car. So when they want you to start the test on the opposite side, then they have to go one of the street like this to actually bring you back on the same street facing opposite side. So if you think this is the test route, it's not actually, you can say the test route, it's just the normal way for them to go in the street and come back in on the same road where you park the car outside the test center. If you come on this street, make sure if you have to do this meeting traffic situation, make sure you look at properly, then decide, then do your actions. Keep an eye if someone waiting for you, just keep moving, hesitate. If they don't stop for you, make sure you find a good place to stop the car on the left and don't get closer to the parked cars in that case. Now all these streets go back to the right to the main road where you started the test. So it does not matter which street they will ask you to take a right turn. If they come on this street, there is a chance they can say you to do this parallel parking with the car on the left hand side, or they maybe just check your move at angle. This time they ask the student to stop the car and show him and how they do move at angle. And also this can be your inclined move off up the hill. So when you stop, make sure you find a good space to stop. It's a convenient legal place, and after you find it, just look properly your mirrors, give signal and check the blind spot, and when it's clear, no one is coming from the front and back, you can move. If you go pedestrian around you and they have any chance to cross the road, then also wait for them. Okay, so let's move. Now what happened when she want to move, she put the gear in the opposite by mistake in the reverse. When she moved, she was reversing back, but soon she realized she actually have corrected and moved forward, but examiner only gave the minor mistake because she realized quickly and there was no behind her and it was not too much in danger. So when they ask her that you can take a right turning, make sure there's no road marking on the floor, but still turn on your side of the road which is left, and after that you can move to the right. It's a meeting traffic situation, so this road is very narrow, so make sure when the road is low, you always look who is coming from the front side and be ready if you have to stop. Then at the end of this road, you're going to take a left turn, and the speed of the road will be going from 20 back to 30 miles. That road is exactly the same road you started your test from. After coming back to the same road, keep driving straight, be careful for any meeting traffic, and they will tell you which road you need to turn left. There is one road where they normally ask you to turn left, but in this one they ask them to continue straight ahead. At the end of the road, then turn left, which is near the Horsforth station. So keep going straight on this road. Sometimes they ask you to take the second road left. This is number 1 on the left, and where the red van is turning, this is your second. But you don't go in the street, you turn left and go straight on hill. But in this step they ask them to continue straight, and then at the end of this road turn left, and roundabout take the third exit on your right. Then you call at the end of the road left, and when you continue straight, then you will see a lot of shops, lot of hazards around you, so make sure don't go very fast, keep your speed low, or drive very appropriately. You'll see the triangle sign give you the warning for the roundabout. There's no picture of the roundabout. This roundabout have actually 4 exits, so they ask them to take third exit on your right. There's only one lane, so you don't need to change any lane. Make sure you do a proper right side mirror, right side signal, stay in your lane, follow the curve as a roundabout, start looking in advance, including pedestrian. Look on your front and right, make sure if anyone coming you wait, if no one take the car. Keep your car in an inner circle, keep your signal on for the right. This is your number 1 exit, this street is number 2, and about now near the pub, left signal, and you go left. This is the white signboards as well. Okay, be careful for zebra crossing after this. It is all 30 miles, make sure if no one crosses then carry on, if otherwise wait for them. When you're on this road, they ask the student to take a right turning in the next road. This is normally where the stop sign is, but this time you're entering in, so nothing to do with the stop sign, but just to remember this is the junction. So right mirror, right signal, when it's clear from your front, you take a right turning. This road is turns still. Now on this road they ask the student to pull up on the right hand side, is safe to do the maneuver, and then reverse the 2 car length back. So our student was pass, no mistake, only some few minutes. Now this road will lead towards a country lane, and this lane take you near the airport. This is the airport route as well, but this is a little bit reverse route. You maybe have seen my other videos where you come back from the airport side towards the test center and you see the stop sign. So this is actually same route in reverse. So this was a good space to stop. It's fine, wrong in it, because there's no one coming from the front and back. But try not to park on the right line or near the hump. Do it after the hump. It will be much easier for you then. So right mirror, right signal, then look on shoulder before you come from left to right. Stop the car, keeping reasonable close to the curve, and then reverse back by looking 360 degree around your car. Keep your car space very slow, keep driving very slow. If you see someone coming in the same lane from the front, make sure stop and look at them. When they go, you can continue again. This road speed will change from 30 mile towards 40 mile. Now on this road, actually the student done the serious mistake. This serious mistake, when you see the sign now, is changing to 40 mile from here. She was driving about 22 miles in total because she was feeling a little bit scared driving in a very narrow road in this country lane. There was some cars behind her which was holding for a long time, and then they decided to start overtaking her. Initially, if you see, she was okay to pick up the speed. She gone up till about 28 easily on these roads. Okay, when she see this slow sign, and then there was a lot of left and right and bends and the road getting a bit more narrow, then gradually she will start slowing down too much. So her appropriate speed was very low on this road, and that's make her a serious mistake. When you reach about here, you can see this road, no center white line in the middle of the road, which also tell the road narrow. If you notice her speed, this is not exactly the speed she was doing because it's a radar system, so it show a little different. So let's say when it's shown the system, it's 22, so she was about 26. but still this road is 40 miles, is empty and clear. She need to be a little bit fast, at least something about 35, 36, which is nearby 40 miles. If she's driving about half the speed of 40, then this count very slow speed. I know when there is a car is a traffic situation, you don't actually have to do this very fast when you do meeting traffic, but when there is empty and clear, you make sure you must speed up. Like now, she can do speed a very bit straight road, but she didn't done it, so that's a bit serious. And also, maybe the examiner giving her a chances that maybe she will increase, but it was a long road and she didn't did it. Okay, so that's one of the serious mistakes she got it. Normally when they do serious mistake, they take them back to the test center, but if you can see this place, there is nothing safe for them to turn around or go in any street left and right and go back. So what they have done, they continued. Then from this junction they asked them to take a left turn. The speed from 40 to 30. Once she was coming in the left lane, she came in a left lane very early on the solid line, so make sure for the solid line to finish. When it's a broken line, then you actually come in this line, not solid lines. So that's another mistake. So that's 30 mile. Keep going straight. Is a roundabout till they don't say, keep going straight. Okay, continue straight on. This is give a junction is more like a T junction. So if they ask you take a right turn, then treat it like a T junction. Don't feel like you are going straight like a crowd. Okay, it's a giveaway line, so you make sure you look left properly, right properly, do mirror signal right and turn right and continue on the same road. After that you will get a mini roundabout. If they don't say anything, you continue straight, but this is where they know there's no other way to go. After that you get the big roundabout, and they ask the student to take a left turn, first exit from the roundabout. As you know, it can be the reason because she already failed, so there's no point to go any further. They want them to go back from the first available places. So this roundabout goes straight. Okay, this is your show me question. Then it's a show question where you can need to switch on your wipers to clean the screen. Now can you see she was driving slow, and that's why people start overtaking her. So that's another problem in her regular driving slow without the reason. That's another roundabout. So they want her to go back to the test center, so they decided to take first exit of the roundabout and turn left. So this road is 30 mile where you are in it, in front of the airport road. See, this is 40 mile where you're going now. So come in a left lane as proper left lane for your turn only. Look the right side properly before you go. If no one, you take the car out and then you keep the car in left lane. She also got the mistake on the roundabout that she did not look properly on the right hand side before she had taken the car out. Someone was coming from the circle. So that another serious mistake she was doing. Okay, keep going 40 miles. This 40 mile will change back to 30 miles, and then there will be a junction, traffic light junction, where they're going to ask you to turn left, and that will be again country lane. Then that will take you back to the center. Okay, then soon you will see the traffic light junction. From this junction you will do the left and you back in country lane. Okay, this is the road back to the country lane. Your speed limit is 30 mile. We'll change to 40. This is where you change 30 miles. Okay, keep going straight. This is the country lane. Again, we had that problem to drive slow. She done the same thing on this road as well. So yeah, so that's the main reason to go back. So when they will finish, they're going to be a crossroad junction. From that cross junction, you will take a left turn, and that left turn will take you back the same roundabout the station of Horsforth. Okay, now after this turn, you will just continue straight on down the hill. Make sure there are a lot of speed breakers, lot of arms. Keep going down the hill all the way down until you don't see the roundabout. Now you approach near the roundabout, zebra crossing. That's the same roundabout you used before. This time just go straight second exit where you came from. After the roundabout, you take the right turning, the first available right turning. That's the same place you came from, or you start test from, and this will take you back to the test center. So technically, you can't say this was exactly the route they really want to take, or maybe that was not the route actually they planned for the student. When they started the test and she gone into the country lane, she did that serious mistake driving too slow in the country lane. So they decided to pick the best quick way to come back, and that was the best quick way for the examiner to choose to come back. So these days, when you do serious mistake, they don't continue with the same route. They short the route and they bring you back there. One more time, because it was coming early and they did not got the opportunity to stop the car so many times in this route. So that's why they should decided to stop the car once and ask the student to move again. So nothing very special in moving and stopping. They can ask you to do this in any time on the test. So again, they ask to do another moving and stopping. Just again, as I said, they did not get a lot of chance to do something and stopping. They normally do about 4, 5, 6, 7 times moving and stopping. So that's another reason they're doing in the same road 2 time extra to kill the time and don't get back to the center very early. Now you're almost back to the test center, so just find a good place and park, and they will tell you your result. So this test result is actually a fail. That was first attempt for the student, but she was confident enough to drive. So hopefully after some few correction lesson and building her speed on appropriate roads, especially in the country lane, building her confidence on driving, she will be going back to the test soon, and we will definitely will show you the second time what she do, and it will be a pass, as we believe this is the only issue she faced this time. Rest her driving was all perfect. So she got some minus. Thank you for watching. All the best. Don't forget to subscribe us, and then like know, comment below if you need it, and book on any mock test or driving lesson you want to book. Thank you.